this is, something that has been kind of building up for the period of time. Started probably end of July, and we hit the peak tomorrow on August 8th, so 8/8, 2024, which is 888. That means that this energy is going to be very powerful. You may have been feeling it lately. Especially it's a really good time to receive downloads. So if you do any type of dream recall, you may have been getting some really intense dreams lately. I know I have. That's why I slept in super, super late today. And I typically stream Tuesday afternoons, but I was a little sick this week, so I had to take the day off. But wanted to really get on here and talk about the Lionsgate portal, because this is a very, very powerful energy, and a really good time to really think about your journey, your path, your soul. Where do you want to be? What do you want to manifest? I know we talk about manifestation, like, oh, you can manifest this, manifest that, which is really true, but this is really us, using this energy to rebirth our spirit energy, feel a sense of renewal. We go through all these ebbs and flows in life, so it's a time to really hone into that. So yeah, I am just getting up and just having my cup of coffee as I wake up. Just wanted to take a moment today to really discuss this Lionsgate portal. It is, again, like I said, 888. And also, we recently just had Mercury in retrograde happen, or it just began on Sunday. So this is happening in Virgo, and it's interesting because Mercury, there are two signs that are ruled by Mercury, that is both Virgo and Gemini, and usually these signs, if anyone has their sun sign in this, or maybe any of their primary planets in these signs, Mercury in retrograde could be very intense. You could feel, everyone kind of generally feels all over the place during this time. Things seem to move slower, but it's a really big time of reflection. So I also wanted to bring into light that we are in a retrograde period. This is a very deep time for reflection and powerful to even align with the Lionsgate portal. If you're familiar with the number 8 and what it really, represents, it represents infinity. You think about some of the tarot cards that we've discussed in the past. The Magician, for example. The Magician has, the little infinity above his head, symbolizing infinite possibilities. So that's kind of what, we want to use this Lionsgate portal for. It's a time to really tap into positive vibrations, and even if it's a little challenging, maybe you've had some negative thoughts, this is a time to call back for those pieces of yourself that you may have lost. So I've been feeling really, really low lately, specifically actually starting over the weekend into this week. I think I've been kind of putting off some things energetically, emotionally, and it's all kind of built up into this moment where I totally feel it. And it's been really challenging. So yeah, I am really taking this time to journal, focus really on expressing my emotions, how I feel, and not judging what I'm writing, because more often than not, we write things and we're like thinking about what are we writing. Yes, we are. Thank you for joining. Anyway, I wanted to kind of start this session grounding. So let's just do a little. Let's see. I have some Palo Santo here. I have this amazing, amazing oil that is really calming and relaxing. This is a moringa oil infused with Blue Lotus. So I will get started here and maybe just put a couple of drops on my wrists. And it's also very uplifting, calming and uplifting. If you believe it, it's very beautiful. And Blue Lotus also helps us tap into our dreams. So if you're someone who is really interested in doing lucid dreaming or dream recall, and have a hard time remembering their dreams, Blue Lotus is really that plant that your best friend if you wanna do that. So here I'm just going to light some Palo Santo, get some nice energy going in here. And if you're familiar with Palo Santo, it's a very nice grounding scent, and it is quite lovely. So yes, back to Lionsgate portal, Mercury retrograde kind of coinciding around the same time. Again, we are in the peak of the Lionsgate portal. It just started end of July, and you start to feel more of the energy as we get closer to 8/8, which is August 8th, tomorrow. And this is a very powerful year because we're in 2024, and if you're familiar with the numerology, 2024 equals 8. So got 3 8s, infinite possibilities. I hope you're really honing into this energy, trying to take time for yourself and moving through whatever you need to, whether that's through journaling, pulling tarot, doing a lot of self-reflection, really taking time for yourself. So yeah, let's definitely get into it. Something I also wanted to hone in during this time, I know I typically go through the Rider-Waite deck. If you're familiar with the Rider-Waite deck, it is, you see this card here, the High Priestess card. I resonate so much with her, hence my username. Rider-Waite is the original tarot deck. But today, as I mentioned last week, I wanted to kind of go through a different deck. And this deck that I wanted to go through is called the Medicine Woman deck. So I have a couple cards already pulled, but just so you can see, the Medicine Woman deck is really beautifully drawn. It really hones into, I would say, a more feminine guide, although, I don't think it matters what you identify as. You may find a lot of, a way to relate to this very well. The Medicine Woman deck, overall, is just beautiful. It's, just like any tarot deck, it has a different interpretation, although it does follow the general archetypes, the major arcana, minor arcana, similar to the Rider-Waite deck. It has a way of speaking to me. I feel like there is something about grounding into the earth, really thinking about how am I giving back to the world, to the collective. It also has a really beautiful introduction, which I'll actually get into today. after we kind of discuss some of these polls that I have right here, and these are actually selected specifically for the Lionsgate portal. I so this first card here is, you can see it. It is healing. It's the 8th card in the Major Arcana. You can see that there's a woman with a child sitting on her, a bear, a lion, animals all around her, rainbow. This also relates to, in the Rider-Waite deck, Strength, which is the card of the year. So this is super, super powerful. I cannot get enough of why this is a super powerful time for the Lionsgate portal, because wow, we are not only in the portal, which is 888, but we are also in the year 2024, which is 8. So this is just super, super powerful. We're, and this card is exactly what it looks like: finding healing and finding strength in the earth and in ourselves. It is really calling in all that earth energy. Do you ever find, that when you are the most, let's just say, frazzled, all over the place, that all you might need is a little grounding in the earth? Something I highly recommend is, meditation is awesome, but something even easier that you can do if, you don't live in a city like I do. Get outside. I mean, we do have parks here in New York, but it's a little more challenging. I can't just go on my front lawn and put my feet in the grass, but yeah, I would just suggest going outside, taking your shoes off, putting your feet, your toes, and feeling the earth, feeling the grass, the dirt, the sand, whatever you can get in terms of natural energy. Even hugging a tree. Have you ever hugged a tree and just felt, the energy that it's providing? It's really wonderful, and it's beautiful. So yes, the card of healing is something that, is really here to give us strength. If you've been also going through a hard time like I have, it is time to call that in. So yeah, I wanted to kind of, read through a little bit from this guidebook. I'm not going to go through all of it because, as you can see, it's kind of like a ton of text, and I'm not here to just read to you guys. But what I am here to talk through is, some of the meaning behind this card, even give you a meditation, because, there's some really beautiful stuff here. Sorry, I keep going back and forth here, but, each card has interpretation, obviously has a number of meaning. This is about harmony, balance, it's about strength, and, it gives an affirmation, which is lovely, because sometimes I kind of find it hard to even come up with my own affirmations. I always have these simple I am this, and but I love this because it really helps guide and hone in on this card. This affirmation says, all of my desires have aligned with my highest ideals, thus my presence heals. I look forward with confidence to the eternal splendor of my love-filled life. What a beautiful, beautiful card. Or affirmation. This is really, really asking us to, or just reminding us that everything that you want is actually, there's, I don't want to say there's nothing wrong with it, but there isn't. Have you ever felt like, I want this or this in my life, but it doesn't receive the approval that I need, or it's lacking this or that? Well, this is really letting you know that the things that you want in life are actually aligned with your truest self. So don't forget that. I also love that, again, this sign is also, this card is also in the astrological sign of Leo. We are in Leo season. Leos are, have you ever just been around a Leo? You know when you're around a Leo. Leos are very outgoing, They are not afraid to be their self. They are unapologetically their self. And they're fiery, they're grounded, they know how to make not just their self shine, but other people shine. So I love the Leo energy. I love that this card, and it all aligns with the Lionsgate portal. So I really, I find that to be really lovely. Yeah, what else do I want to talk about here? Let's see. I mean, it goes through foods, it goes through, you know, there's how to bring in the healing strength. Maybe I'll read that to you because I find this to be really beautiful. It even has a prayer of the Navajo people, and it's really lovely. So it's kind of a nice way to kind of take on the rest of your day. If you get 8 healing in a reading, it is probably telling you that you must be a healing force in the situation. You may have to work behind the scenes, but it is your consciousness that has the superior power to create beneficial outcome. You must keep your mind in the light. Make sure you are envisioning potential success, whether it be health, wealth, or conflict resolution. Your inner force is strong and can see you through whatever trouble might be happening. In fact, it may be so strong right now, you don't even see any trouble. All the better. Your state of high consciousness will automatically be resolving difficulties all around you without you're even working on it. This is the strength of your bright inner vision. Let it continue to fill you with thoughts of love and beauty, and these vibrations will radiate from you quite naturally. If this is the card of strength and healing that is best expressed in the Blessing Way prayer below. So this is the prayer. I'm about to read it from the Navajo people. I'd love for you to visualize and inwardly feel this beauty as I read this to you. I will be happy forever. Nothing will hinder me. I walk with beauty before me. I walk with beauty behind me. I walk with beauty above me. I walk with beauty below me. I walk with beauty around me. My words will be beautiful. Wow, that was really lovely. So the card of healing, the card of strength. I hope this really is something that may resonate with you in this time, and that you're able to hone in and call this energy. And yeah, there is another card that I have pulled here. Let me just take a sip of water really quick. So this next card I have pulled actually it's called Ecstasy, also known as the Lovers, if you're very familiar with the Lovers in the Rider-Waite deck. So there's a lot for this card, and the reason why I actually pulled this card is because if you're into numerology, and you were to take the numbers 888, you would get 24, and 2 and 4 is 6. So this is the 6th card in the Major Arcana. I won't get too in depth here because the Lovers, I don't want to fully read this, but you think of the Lovers and you think of, oh, I'm gonna meet somebody, I'm gonna meet the love of my life. I kind of see this as a supporting card for this time as you are healing. Again, 888, I picked the 8th card, and 6 is 24. And really, I want this to be a supportive card for you to remember to really love yourself. That is kind of what it asks for you to do. The Lovers are within and outside of you. I know we all have our own thing going on, and sometimes it's really, really challenging, and maybe really, really tough to tap in there. So yeah, I wanted to, not only bring in and remind that we have this card of healing and strength, but we also have this card of love. Really, this is about loving your true self, undeniably who you are. And so, yeah, I think that will be it for today. This isn't my typical time I'm on, but I really wanted to bring into Lionsgate Portal. I know I missed my stream yesterday. I wasn't feeling really well, but maybe I'll get on again tomorrow afternoon, see a couple familiar faces and talk through, more of this Medicine Woman deck. We'll even pull a card together, and go through some of the things, like the introduction, the perspectives that this woman, Carol Bridges, has put together in this amazing, amazing deck. All right, well, yes, I've been kind of talking to myself, but thank you to those who have joined. It was lovely. I hope you take this and harness this energy. We're in the peak again tomorrow of the Lionsgate Portal. Really use this time to tap into yourself and be real with what you want and throw that out into the universe, and